First Things First is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Live from New York, it's a show with a very contentious topic selection.
Yeah,
a lot of disagreements. Very early, usually started at 10 a.m., started at 9:55. That's how you really do it. You snipe the producers, like, hey, before the meeting starts. No. First hour, first things first. And buckle up, it's going to be a good show.
It is gonna be
Today,
a wild one.
are we buying stock in Atlanta after Kirk Cousins' huge game? 509 yards. Some people
He was
still need to see
Drew,
more.
you had the Falcons in the playoffs, right?
Yes, winning
I had
the
the
division.
Falcons in
Yep.
the playoffs.
I didn't.
Wow, exactly.
You know why? Because I like Bake Show, friend of the show.
You're allowed to
not
have them
fond of
both,
Kirk
like I
Cousins.
did.
I don't have two NFC South teams in the playoffs.
South is tough this year.
No, they're not. Meanwhile, Allen versus Stroud, who will have the better game this weekend. We have breaking news there, too. The line flipped because of an injury. And finally, the hottest segment in all of sports, it's upset alert. We will have the rules and we will have the reigning champion here in just about 20 minutes, Greg Jennings and Coach Mangini, alongside Nick Wright. I'm Kevin Wilds. Brew, are you excited for this first topic we're going to do? I am.
Look at him. Look at him. These guys, can I tell you something?
No, we're going
Drew and Wilds have totally misjudged this. I just want
Save
to
it.
merit
We'll
the show.
see.
Save it
This
for
is
the
We'll
the show.
see.
No, this is the
We're
this is
actually
the
on the air.
preamble.
Oh,
right,
sorry,
right
my
now.
bad.
The show starts. We're waiting.
Come on, man.
No, I was waiting for them. I was waiting for you, Rick. You're the boss. We start with a poet from 200 years ago. Edgar Allan Poe's most famous poem is The Raven. Sorry to demean Edgar Allan Poe. It's the only poem anyone knows by him. I know a handful of poems. Davante Adams looking for a new team. So what did Davante put on his Instagram this afternoon? A picture of Edgar Allan Poe. And then, oddly, he posted a quote that said, "Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see." So that threw a curveball at us.
Which he attributed
He
to.
attributes to Edgar Allan Poe, but like most old-timey quotes, probably not said by Edgar Allan Poe. Here's the other thing. If Edgar Allan Poe didn't put it into a poem, he was not leaving bangers just for the audio. You know what I mean? He would put it in the poem. Nevertheless,
Drew's got 1 foot on the desk.
We're halfway there. We're halfway there. What else could
Halfway
that
to
mean?
where? Halfway to where?
Devontae going to Baltimore.
But I thought you
believe
thought that
half
was a
of
bad
what you.
idea.
What did he say? Believe none of what you read.
well, no, you can't believe anything you hear.
that
So
you're
not-
going to the Jets or you're going to the Saints.
And half
That's
of
where
what
everyone's
you
doing.
see.
All right, half. I don't know what
But
we
I
see.
thought you didn't think this was a good idea.
I changed my mind.
Okay.
No
I
info.
mean, look.
What's the
I
new
would
info?
not tell
Go.
Shaq. I would not tell Shaq at a 3-point shot, Shaq. But if Shaq did, I'd be like, you know what? Every once in a while, it'd be nice to have in your arsenal.
I like it.
As long as you keep the bread and butter down low, dunking on people. I don't mind if you go out and hit a 3 to keep them honest every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's what the Ravens could do. Devontae, look, you know, like he said, like John Harbaugh said about Derrick Henry, we didn't bring him here to run 30 times a game, but now you actually did. We're not bringing, if they do, Davante to Baltimore to catch 10 passes a game. But to keep the defense honest, as long as they don't lose their identity, you're still Derrick Henry left, Derrick Henry right, Lamar doing his thing off of that. But you got to throw the ball sometimes. And Nick, Lamar has never had a great receiver.
This would be his best receiver he's ever had in his life.
Absolutely. We saw what Stephon Diggs did for Josh Allen. We saw what DeAndre Hopkins did a few years ago for Kyler Murray. Most people, other than Patrick Mahomes, need a great receiver.
Well, Travis Kelce's the best tight end of all time.
Yeah, true. So now, if they get Davante Adams, as long as they don't lose their identity, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Oh, brilliant.
A few months ago, we did a show where in the A block we led with Brandon Ayuk going to the Steelers, which was unfortunate because he didn't end up going.
We did a lot of it.
We did a lot, and we treated it as
It was-
if it had
it was
happened.
being
It was,
talked
you
about like it
know,
was done.
it's such happens. I think these last 5 minutes are maybe in that same bucket, where you guys, I think, are totally disregarding what was the match on the tinderbox that got the Davante Adams getting out of Las Vegas story, that fire roaring? What was it?
Rodgers at the golf tournament?
No, it was simmering. It was his head coach futzing around on Instagram, and it blew up, and then he demanded a trade. Everyone knows the Raiders are not even actually going to engage fully on trades until he's healthy. Everyone knows you don't make a big trade on a Friday before games. Everyone knows nothing is happening this week. And Davante Adams is, I think, screwing with the media and maybe Antonio Pierce and the Raiders a little bit as some get back.
But is he screwing with Lamar and you know what I mean? Like, why would he do that?
I don't know if he's going to play for the Jets or one of their competitors. This idea that Davante owes something to Lamar and Baltimore.
Doesn't, but why troll the Ravens?
Because
why not troll the Chiefs
because it got
or some other team?
Well, I don't
the Bills.
So I guess my point is, I don't think he was. You're right that why do that than the other. But if he's just trolling, which I think he is, you got to pick a team. The Edgar Allan Poe thing is just enough deniability because it's not even a football helmet. It's just a famous poet. And hey, here's the quote. But one of the reasons Lamar has not ever had a great receiver is no great receivers ever wanted to go there.
That's true.
And I don't think all of a sudden now, when they are seemingly more dedicated to the run than they had been in years past, that Davante Adams, who, if you remember last year, after a Raiders win, was furious because he's like, I'm awesome. I'm not getting a chance to show you how awesome I am. And I know that he has a quote from over the summer where he's like, yeah, you know, if he could win a Super Bowl, I'd take 800 yards in Baltimore. He did say that. I just think this is internet tomfoolery that is being treated way more seriously by you than I think it should.
You know what, Wiles?
What?
Somebody's worried. Somebody's worried.
Can I tell you something? I would, as a Chiefs fan, if you're telling me he's either going to the Bills or the Ravens, I would so much rather he go to the Ravens.
That's fine. So do you think it makes the Ravens better?
I think it makes the Ravens marginally better. Ooh. I don't think.
They might only need to be
think that. Well, I think the Ravens, if they are going to overcome some significant disadvantages they have against the Chiefs, we're going to be the most run-oriented team in modern NFL history is a better route than we're adding a wide receiver and we're going to diversify the offense again.
Well, you got to throw some. I agree. I don't want them to go away from the run. Yeah. But you're going to throw the football. I mean, it's the NFL.
That's highly likely. Boom. If that was Davante Adams, get my foot in.
That's right.
Okay.
I like it.
All of a sudden, 3-1.
like it.
Chiefs.
Let's get it done, Ravens.
Hey, Ravens bring their running attack into Cincinnati, are favored by almost a field goal. Here's Jamar Chase on Lamar and Derrick Henry's running attack. Take a listen.
Honestly, bro, that's cop, bro. Like, that's cop.